guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be continuing the series on Skincare 101, and this series is where I would like to help you understand more about skincare and skincare routines and kind of break it down to an easy to understand way of seeing skincare. In my first video, I explained just 3 easy things to consider when you're creating a skincare routine, and the last thing I mentioned was how to research and how researching is a great thing to do when you're considering a skincare routine, and there are a lot of resources out there. And so I wanted to make this video just showing you my favorite YouTubers and online resources that I go to for information about skincare. So if that's something that you are interested in and want to grow your own database for skincare knowledge, then please keep watching. So I'm going to start off with the queen of skincare, as she is known online and all around the world. Her name is Caroline Hirons, and she is an international facialist, but she also started as a online blogger reviewing tons of skincare brands and posting wonderful articles explaining her thoughts and her research behind the different skincare products and brands. What you'll find in her videos are great brand reviews and also her fun and witty personality. She has more mature skin, and so she comes, from a background of that, but also working with clients on a regular basis and knowing what works for different skin types. She'll go over her empties, what she used up in the previous months, and just her favorite new products that are out there. And I just really enjoy it. She just kind of has fun laughing at herself and laughing with you guys about things, but also has a really wonderful knowledge about skincare. The next person I'm going to talk about is Nicole, and she's actually the one who I discovered when I was first looking into creating my skincare routine, and I followed her 7-step skincare routine to a T pretty much. Stephanie is based in California, and she is not a dermatologist or an esthetician or anything like that, but she does have many years in the cosmetic industry, and so she knows a lot about what goes into branding and marketing and kind of what's gimmicky and what's good to have in skincare. And I really enjoy her evening and morning skincare routines. They are very long videos, and I don't mind watching them because she explains things very well and gives ideas of what products you can use. Another really neat thing about her is she has a colleague of hers who has a deeper skin tone than her, and so she'll show some SPFs or some makeup palettes and things like that on different skin tones, and I really appreciate that about her. My favorite dermatologist online is Dr. Dre, or Andrea, and she has had a YouTube channel for a while now, but I just discovered her recently and I've been binge watching her videos. She is a dermatologist, like I said, and she's currently practicing, and so I really enjoy her perspective on more from a medical point of view, from a more of a professional point of view. She is definitely very minimalistic when it comes to what you need in a skincare routine or what you should look for in different products, and I enjoy watching and hearing that point of view as well. And what you'll find on her channel are great in-depth ingredient explanations and also her favorite skincare routines. She just really goes in depth, and she talks more with medical jargon, which I enjoy, but she'll also kind of explain it in layman's terms so everybody else can understand when she's talking. But I definitely would recommend, if you are looking at all these YouTubers out there with their opinions and you want also a dermatologist's opinion, then I highly recommend Andrea. Moving into Korean or K-beauty skincare is I would say the queen of Korean skincare, and that is Renee from Gothamista. And she has been doing YouTube videos for quite a while now, and I don't believe she has any medical or doctor background or anything like that, but she just has done a lot of research, and she's been researching for quite a while. And so her videos are just very pleasant, very enjoyable to watch. Her voice is very soothing and calm and sweet, and so her videos are not just very beautiful and well done, but she also gives really great information on K-beauty. She'll go in depth on why you need a certain step in your skincare, or why, not that you need it, but why people use like an essence and what are essences versus serums, and just kind of giving very detailed explanations, and then sometimes like up to 7 or 8 examples of her favorite ones and why they're her favorites, and she'll show close-ups of the consistencies, and it's just really fun and beautifully done and very enjoyable to watch. Now, if you're looking for more of a younger, bubblier personality, then Emily from Shareware would be your girl. She is also a lover of K-beauty, and her channel is a little bit newer, and she also has some styling videos mixed in with her skincare videos. And she will bring just a fun, entertaining, lighthearted explanation of her favorite products or a brand overview. Her channel has definitely been growing since I've watched her about 6 months ago, and I'm very happy for her. And so she is definitely one if you just want to see something from a younger generation perspective. But even though she's young, she is very well spoken and really understands skincare. I actually don't know how old she is. She could be close to my age, I'm not sure. And if you're looking for really neat graphics and explanations on the different ingredients, then I would highly recommend Leah Yu. She not only has a great way of explaining Korean and any kind of skincare ingredient, but she is also an entrepreneur. She recently has launched her own line called Crave Beauty, I believe only a few months ago. And what you'll find on her channel are just really neat ways of the way she paints the picture of different ingredients. So she explains antioxidants really well, and so she'll have like this really cool graphic showing what happens to your skin and why you need antioxidants on top of your skin. She'll also bring up some things to consider, something that may not be mainstream thinking, like, are alcohols okay in your skincare, and why should you not be afraid maybe of seeing alcohol in your skincare ingredients? And so I just appreciate that she is thinking outside the box, and she's a young entrepreneur, and I just really love her content on her YouTube channel as well. And the last person I want to mention from YouTube is Angie from Hot and Flashy. Now, her channel isn't just on skincare. She also reviews a lot of makeup products, and she comes from more of a mature skinned point of view. I believe she thinks that her target audience is more of a mature skin, but I'm not 30 yet, and I really enjoy her reviews and her information that she gives us in her YouTube videos. She's very, very well spoken and has a lot of great information packed into her videos. Really enjoy how in-depth that she goes, and it's also a great resource for if you do have maturing skin, because she'll give great before and after pictures of 6 months of what a retinol has done for her skin or what something has done. She doesn't just give her first impressions, she gives really thorough reviews because she has tried them out for a long time. Those are some of my favorite YouTubers. There are many more, but those are definitely my top favorites for skincare. And my favorite online resources are Beautypedia.com. Beautypedia.com was my go-to resource for finding out detailed information about certain products. So not just a brand and what their philosophy is of a brand, but you can type in a certain product into their database, and they have very detailed reviews of, and ratings too. You can have a 1-star product or a 5-star product. And the 5-star products are usually, free of perfumes and dyes, and they have good packaging, and they have a certain criteria that has to be met before they can give it a 5-star review. With that being said, they do believe that essential oils in skincare is a big no-no, and there are many studies that actually show that essential oils are okay in skincare, but there are also studies that show that it's not. And so they're definitely coming from a perspective, though, that essential oils is a no-go. And so even though they don't necessarily think it's a good thing, you can also on that same site look at the community or the consumer reviews of what people think. And so even if Beautypedia gives it a 1-star, the community reviews could give you maybe a 4-star, or it lets you know, actually this really does work for me and I have this certain skin type. And so it's a very thorough, really good database to get your knowledge on different ingredients and different products. And if you want to go even more deeper into ingredients, you can check out ewg.org. This is a website by the Environmental Working Group, and they also have an app called Skin Deep that you can download on your phone and scan when you're in stores, scan products when you're in stores. And so they will pull up you know, the different ingredients and say this is how, you know, this is a good ingredient or this is a bad ingredient and this is why we think that. Again, that is really neat resource, but the studies that they use to decide their ratings are sometimes out of date from what I've heard. I haven't done a lot of deep studying into their site, but from what I've heard, they go off of, you know, some studies that may not hold up in like peer review kind of studies. They're more just like, this was kind of a study based on a couple rats, and because the rats reacted this way, then skincare shouldn't have it. And it's just like, may not be the most fair point of view that they're coming from, but at least it will give you a knowledge of, oh, this is a red flag at least. You know, this product here and this perfume or this fragrance or this name, this weird, you know, 10-letter word is means fragrance, and so okay, I want to stay away from all fragrances pretty much, and so I'm not gonna get this product, and it's really helpful that way. I'll definitely leave all links to everything down below, and I would love to hear what are your favorite resources that you like to go to when you have skincare questions. Who are your favorite YouTubers? What are your favorite online resources? And leave that down below so you can let me know and then also let everybody else know and help everyone out. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like so I will continue to do these videos on Skincare 101. I'm definitely looking forward to making more of these kind of beginner skincare videos, and I hope that these are helpful for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you have a great day.